close to even.
Mm-hmm.
I think going into it, if I had to choose a seed, I'd probably rather be on the Grixis side, but I don't think it's super favored for Grixis.
Sure. I mean, Tyler looking like an all right hand so far.
Yeah, it looks good. Like I think Spreading Seas is really good in this.
He's got
matchup.
a turn 4 master too with
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think this is a solid hand.
He's got two.
That is very key in this matchup. Master of the Waves can't be bolted,
Yeah.
and Shawn has to get the revolt trigger on Fatal Push to kill it.
Yeah. I think this is good. Like he's got 2 Lords, Master, and a Spreading Seas. Shawn's gonna fetch down to 19. Looks like he's on the play today.
See if we'll have a turn 1 Delver, because that could be really good in this matchup.
For sure. And there's our second turn 1 Delver of the evening. This is 3 matches in a row with Delver.
Let's see what Tyler has. Yep,
Right.
just going to be a blue-white. Doesn't have to reveal anything.
Because since he didn't have a Curse Catcher to play, he just decides to not give Shawn any information.
So
Good play
what
there,
is
Tyler.
the F&M foil in Tyler's hand?
There's a Marrow Regery.
Okay, that's what I thought it would be.
All right, so Serum Visions for Shawn.
Try to set up that Delver.
Yep. He sees...
Looks like he found a Colgan's Command, maybe?
Maybe. I saw a gold card.
Yeah.
I think he is playing at least the 1 Terminate, though. All right, but in for 1 with the Delver. Tyler's down to 19. Is Shawn missing? Nope, he just always denying information as long as possible. All right, Shawn's down to 17.
Oh, which means he could have just Spell Snare to take care of this first play.
Or just leaving up a Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, which is strong.
All right, so Island into Spreading Seas. Going to cut Shawn off a red, it looks like.
Seems like a solid start.
Yeah. And even, like, trading with a Spell Snare wouldn't be that bad for Tyler.
No. Well, I mean, it also doesn't stop Shawn's Spell Snare.
Yeah. All right, so Tyler draws an Island,
There's
kicks it back.
Terminate.
Yep. Flips the Delver. Yep. Shawn's a long way from casting that Terminate, thanks to Spreading Seas.
Which means Master of Waves may have some impact here if he can stick.
All right, so Delver in for 3, Tyler down to 16. Here's the Curse Catcher. Too little, too late. So you could play Marrow Regery, or you could play Curse Catcher plus the Lord, which is probably...
So you're going to start with Curse Catcher to try to maybe play around something, but Shawn's got a lot of mana. Yeah, and that's going to be the Spell Snare.
Yep. And with mana to pay for Curse Catcher. So.
Yeah.
So Tyler's on the board with a 1-1. Which doesn't look great here, but his life total's still pretty high, and he's got Marrow Regery and Master Waves in his hand.
He's got 2 Master Waves, so, I mean, the Devotion right now is just going to be 3 when it enters. So, I mean, and that's still enough to get, like, 3 Elemental, which is still strong.
2, right?
Well, no, he controls the Master Waves will make 3 when it enters.
But he doesn't, because he doesn't control. He owns the Spreading Seas.
He owns it. He owns the Spreading Seas,
but he doesn't control it because he enchanted it on another player's permanent.
So it will not trigger for him.
I believe that's how it works.
Because I thought when like the old Mono Black Devotion days, when you did something to their land, like you were able to put something on their creature.
I could be wrong.
Because I think it is something that you. We'll see what I mean. Tyler plays the cards. We'll see what happens if he decides to cast it.
He's played this deck a lot more than I have. He should know. And if Shawn has any question at all, he'll call a judge. Right, but he's going to lead with the Marrow Regery, try and get a bigger Master Waves, which I think is fine considering Tyler still has a relatively high life total.
I mean, the Delver, though, is going to be unblockable, essentially, in this deck for a while.
Yeah.
But Harbinger of the Tides is something that could come in.
Harbinger of the Tides. He also plays, I'm pretty sure Tyler plays Vapor Snags in the board.
Yeah, Snags are very good.
And he left up a blue. Maybe may have one up. All right, so Shawn's fetching down to 15. He's got to find another red or black source.
Yeah, there's a Watery Grave.
Gonna get another. Is that a Watery Grave?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's.
Do you think he goes and terminate the Regery?
Probably. So he's gonna go down to 13 and terminate on the Regery. Yep. Now, that makes not playing the Master Waves a lot worse.
Yeah.
And I guess Tyler didn't know he had the terminate, so maybe he should just play Master Waves there.
Yeah, because I mean, Master Waves can't be targeted by terminate.
Yep. So then Shawn has to either hold the Terminate or cast it on Curse Catcher, which doesn't feel good. Tyler's down to 10. This is keeping Shawn off of Cryptic Command.
It is.
Or no,
No, he
it's
has
not.
Cryptic. He has
No,
Cryptic.
he has Cryptic because he has.
There's
that's
Kira,
a warrior
though.
grave. Kira's good. That's gonna
I still think you need to jam the first master.
probably, and then you have Kira for the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tyler agrees.
See if that's gonna meet a counterspell. Gonna meet a Cryptic, and that he can sack. Now he's gonna lose one, but that's fine.
That seems okay for
And
Tyler.
we'll see. I think he does get 2 tokens because I think he does control the spreading seas.
Whatever Tyler does, I'm going to assume is correct. And if Shawn thinks this is wrong, Shawn will call a judge.
Yeah,
so.
it's because it is a permanent Tyler owns.
Yeah.
So it goes towards his devotion.
Okay. I wasn't sure if devotion counted.
Yeah,
permanents you control or permanents.
Devotion's pretty tricky, but this Master Waves is a powerhouse.
Yeah, it's real good.
Because now the clock on Tyler's side's a lot stronger.
Mm-hmm. It's got 6 power on the.
Yeah. So I mean.
So he's actually winning the race right now.
So Delver could be on blocking duty, but if that's the case, Tyler's just going to battle in with the entire team. He doesn't care if Master trades with Delver.
Yeah.
Because he's going to go, all right, cool, Master.
Yeah. Shawn might be spending lightning bolts on tokens, which always feels terrible.
Not to mention if this Kira comes down first.
Oh, yeah, the Kira is terrifying. So Shawn's going to attack Tyler down to 7. And just kick it back. After playing a Tarn, Tyler's going to play an island. So he can't play Kira and...
No, that would have been nice.
But the Kira's good because it blocks the Delver too.
It blocks the Delver and it stops him from targeting his creatures.
Right. So he can play the Kira and then swing for 6.
Oh, I'd battle him with the entire team here.
Yeah.
Because to get the Kira off the board, you have to have 2 removal spells.
Mm-hmm. So Shawn really has to counter that Kira if he wants to be efficient.
And he would have Cryptic and tapped down the team if that was the case. So
yeah,
we know Cryptic is out of question.
Right.
This guy is pro-red, but not pro-fatal push.
Nope.
And the elementals will die if he dies, unfortunately.
Yep. So if Shawn cracks his Scalding Tarn and then casts Fatal Push on Master Waves, that'd be really strong.
Well, he can't. Well, Kira's in play.
He has to.
He has to have
2 Fatal Pushes.
So the awkward thing here
seems
is
bad.
The awkward thing here is Bolt can't target.
But Snapcaster Mage can block it.
Can block it, yes.
Okay. So he's casting Snapcaster Mage, and then he's going to block Master of Waves. On damage, Tyler will deal 4. It looks like he targeted the spell snare just to. Okay, so he's just explaining to Tyler how damage step is going to work. So all the creatures will die, but Shawn will take 4 and go down to 9.
And Kira's just still awkward.
8.
You can't just
fetch lane.
You can't get her off the board. Like she's so powerful because she has the same claws.
Yeah, she has to. You have to spend 2 removal spells on her.
It's just it's insane what she can do.
Granted, if Shawn has 2 lightning bolts, then he's just gonna
hit Tyler.
Yeah. But Fatal Push is not the Black Bolt because it cannot go to the face.
Yeah.
But Lightning Bolt generally can't kill Tarmogoyf either, so you know.
Fatal Push can kill Tarmogoyf. That's just the card's just powerful.
Yeah, it's real strong. All right, so here's Click.
Okay. That's gonna take care of the Master of Waves.
Assuming Shawn targets Tyler, we'll see what happens here. Vile and Master. I think taking the Master is good.
Well, actually, he may just leave it because he has Tyler dead by swinging the Delver and then going Click Delver.
Well, Kira can trade with the Delver.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Kira can trade with Delver, but
he's gonna let him keep it anyway. Maybe he has a bolt or something in his hand.
Well, you can't bolt the Master. You can bolt the Kira.
No, but he can bolt Tyler.
Oh, right.
Well, he won't be dead, but he'd be at 1. Alright, so serve. Tyler gets to choose to trade or not.
You gotta trade with the Delver.
Yeah, because he might have a bolt.
Yeah.
So Kira's dead. Delver's dead.
Tyler's at 4.
Yep.
Well, he could just have Bolt Call against command. We'll see. But he does have a Snapcaster.
Okay. So
Snapcaster, does he have 6 mana? He does not.
So
Snapcaster Cryptic is not an option.
Spreading Seas into Master.
Yep.
So on the Blood Crypt?
Yeah, you got to target a black source here.
Yep. Shawn's looking at the cards in his hand. It's making Tyler sweat.
Well, I mean, yeah, he knows about the Master, and it's going to be for 3 tokens.
Yeah. He has a Snapcaster Mage in his hand. Do we know that?
Yes.
Okay. So
I mean,
he could Snapcaster Spell Snare.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to be his best line.
I mean, it just gives him another attacker.
Right.
Yeah. So, because that's still at 1, because Master trades with or one of the tokens trades with the Snapcaster. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll still go to 1. But Shawn has to be careful because he can still die on the crackback.
Yeah. Alright, so here's the Master. Make 2 tokens. And Tyler's got a vial in hand, kicks it back. Shawn's looking to draw a lightning bolt. Serum Visions is a redraw? Yep.
That's a start.
I almost said that was Jataxian Probe is a redraw. Alright, so he's going to go... I'm imagining bottom... Nope, top bottom. Okay, so that must be something real good. Something that wins the game.
Yep.
Delta, now he's just going to shuffle. Alright, so Shawn is down to 7.
Well, you have to swing... Well... Yeah, you have to swing, I feel like, both Snapcaster and Click here, right, to present lethal.
Yeah.
Up there's Fatal Push on the Master.
Yep.
And that's going to do it.
And that's the... Shawn is up 1 game with Grixis Delver over Tyler on Merfolk. They are going to game number 2. So, from the Merfolk side, what do you like? Like, Tyler's sideboard looks like Vapor Snags and Dismembers, Spell Pierces. There's a second Kira.
You're going to want, I think, the Kira. You're going to want the Spell Pierces. Dismember, you don't need as much, but at the same time, Dismember's still solid.
Right.
I think the second Kira will be good.
The Kira seems good. He also has Relic, which is good against the Delve spells, and Snapcaster, which he is bringing that in. He might just bring in the Kira and the Relics. I don't think you want to board too much, because the games you're going to win is the games where you're just like, Vile, Lord,
right.
Kill you.
And yeah, Tyler has not played a Lord effect this match yet.
Do you trim on like your Seize claims or your Spreading Seas here?
I think so. I mean,
at least
it's a 2-mana cantrip, and at that point, I think you want to be casting a 2-mana creature.
Maybe you keep the Spreading Seas, but I think the Seize claims come out.
Yeah.
Sure. Like that Seize claim seems like one of your worst cards in this matchup, because like your opponent might go like Island Delver, and then your turn 1 play is Seize claim, turn your island into an island.
Yeah, you really just want that stuff just to cut off him off black. I don't think you care about red as much. Black is the troublesome color.
So you can, since you have 8 of those effects, you can trim down to 4.
Yeah,
or maybe
add in
fewer.
your 4. Yeah, you can trim down to 4 and add in your 4.
Your 3 relics and your 1 Kira.
Yeah.
And then on Shawn's side, just all the stuff that kills creatures.
Oh yeah, removal, just removal.
Which Grixis has plenty of that.
Yeah.
Like our players are done sideboarding, got through that relatively quickly, and they are shuffling up, getting ready for game 2, possibly the final game of our event tonight. Thank you guys for everybody who's been watching tonight. My name is Ryan O'Loughlin. I have Daniel Diamato here with me. We're broadcasting from Four Horsemen Comics and Gaming in Morgantown, West Virginia. We have 2 other locations in Clarksburg, West Virginia, and Waynesburg, Pennsylvania. We're doing a really great modern event tomorrow in our Morgantown store at noon. $20 to play. First place is guaranteed $200 in cash. We're doing 2 other events just like it on the following 2 Saturdays. Proxy Legacy on the 28th, and then on the 4th is Standard. That's all leading up to Grand Prix Pittsburgh. We're giving our local players a chance to play some competitive Magic in preparation for that event.
Yep.
which usually we're only a little over an hour from Pittsburgh. We usually field a lot of players for those Grand Prix. Maybe less so for this one since it's standard.
Right.
And if you register the day before, it's $85.
Yeah, and it really worries me about the future of Grand Prix. Like, the average price now for Grand Prix is $75.
Yeah.
And when I started playing Grand Prix, they were $50.
Yeah, same.
And it's just...
Like, Legacy is my favorite format in the world. There's few things in the world I'd rather do than sit down and play 9 rounds of Legacy. But I thought real hard about just doing side events at Louisville instead of playing the main event.
I mean, I'm happy I played the main event.
Me too.
I had a great time. It's just though, like...
It's a lot of money.
I was going to go to Pittsburgh, which I can't anymore, but, and I was ready to pay that price too. It's just at the same time, it's just... I mean, it's weird how Wizards has given us... It was a $50 entry fee and had the same payout.
Mm-hmm. We're
now looking at a $75 entry fee. It's the same payout. And it's just... other than, like, they pay out sometimes down to lower...
I think that's determined by the organizer because Wizards doesn't standardize it.
But since the norm now is to do
75 in the 64 top 64. Yeah.
Well, they'll pay out. So they'll only pay out after 64 if it's above 3,000 people. But they always set their caps to like 2,900.
Yeah.
To where that doesn't happen.
And then even for some events, the entry fee is so high they don't hit the 3,000 because like Louisville could have been that high, but it was 1,600.
I think if Louisville had a $60 entry fee, I bet we would have had at least 2,400.
Yeah, probably. So it looks like Tyler led on Curse Catcher and on his second turn played Lord of Atlantis in a swing for 2.
Strong start.
Shawn has just played a sleight of hand and some lands. So he's setting up. Hopefully he has a couple removal spells here.
Tyler does have a Spell Pierce in hand, and hopefully, he's just going to go.
Yeah, I mean,
turn sideways.
He's got 2 Spell Pierces in hand, so he might just be playing Mono Blue Delver here. He's swinging for 4. So he's has a 4-turn clock right here with at least 2 spells to protect his creatures. And Shawn's tight on mana, seeing as he's only had 2 turns. Shawn is considering maybe a Lightning Bolt or fetching to play Fatal Push. He's going to fetch down to 15 at least.
Even then, it's going to meet a Spell Pierce.
He probably wants to get a shock here.
Yeah, which is it's going to hurt.
Yeah, this is going to take basically a turn off of Tyler's clock. Just need to give us dual lands in Modern so we can stop with this foolishness.
Yeah, I don't want them to do that though.
Yeah, I mean it's harder when you own a bunch.
Yeah.
He's looking at a Blood Crypt, I think.
Hey, they did give you dual lands. They were printed in BFC.
All right,
use those.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so he's going to go down to 14.
Yeah, so I feel like this push is going to target this Lord.
He may have a Terminate also.
No,
he's Sudden Shock. All right.
So that's nope.
No, you can't.
You can't do that.
Tyler's probably never played against a split second card, but Shawn's just going to quickly explain it. So Lord's dead, and then Shawn's going to take the 1 and go from 13 down to 12.
Yeah, I did not think about Sudden Shot coming out of Shawn's board.
I mean, he just wants all of the removal.
Yeah, it's mainly for the Infect matchup,
yeah,
but...
or the Suicide Zoo, or But he wants everything that kills a creature, and that's not the best rate, but he just has to have all of his removal spells. Shawn draws for the turn. He's looking at his hand. He's going to play a Steam Vents.
Shocking again.
Yeah, like he's doing a lot of damage to himself here. Granted, Tyler doesn't have much of a board anymore. And he didn't cast anything on his third turn.
He just has lands and the Spell Pierces, unfortunately.
He has 1 land,
a snag,
a Vapor Snag, and 2 Spell Pierces, yeah. And he drew an Aether Vial. That's probably his best non-creature draw.
I mean, to be fair, Shawn's going to potentially get into range where this snag can kill him.
Yeah.
And if Tyler has the Spell Pierce backup to take care of the snag...
Shawn's at 9.
Yeah.
And he can play this Vial and still leave up 2 of his spells, which I probably want to get that Vial online.
Is it Charm? It's going to be the Spell Pierce.
Yeah. And Shawn's... Okay, that's fine. But Tyler decided not to play the Vial. I like playing the Vial because then whatever creatures you do draw, you get to put into play and still leave up mana for your Vapor Snag and your Spell Pierce.
So it's like Shawn has a Terminate in hand, too. It looks a thing.
And then Tyler's just out of creatures.
Yeah. Shawn still needs the one condition.
Mm-hmm. He may stabilize here, though. He killed the Curse Catcher, and then if he has a Tassiger or something to follow it up. Maybe.
Serum Visions.
Okay. You know what's a really good creature to target Vapor Snag? Tassiger.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Alright, so Serum Visions, draw one bottom, one top. And let's see if he's going to fetch. I swear every time he casts a Serum Vision, he fetches afterwards. Alright, so Seize Claim. Like, yeah, that would have been...
I mean, you can shut down the Black Source.
Yeah, but he's got a Scalding Tarn, so he can just get another one.
Yeah.
I think that would have been much better as almost any of his sideboard cards.
Mm-hmm.
Is he targeting the Steam Vents?
He may be.
Yeah, so he's just afraid of the red mana, I guess. Okay, so M for 1 with the Curse Catcher. Shawn's down to 8.
Yep. Shawn's just got to be careful, though. You got to respect the Curse Catcher a little bit.
Yeah. I've seen people die to Curse Catcher. It happens on occasion. He's deciding not to crack that Tarn because he presumably wanted the card that he scried to the top, but also he's probably worried about going to 7. Probably just worried about using his life at all.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the red zone. He's got to be careful here.
All right, so Tyler draws Relic. Shawn's going to cast Vendilion Click in his draw step.
Do you just go ahead and snag this in response?
Probably, because then Shawn goes to 7 off of that, and then you get to attack him down to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, now, like, Shawn has the option to take the Vapor Snag, which he may or may not do.
He looks like he's telling him to keep it.
Yeah, I mean, Vapor Snag's not that big a deal, because then you get to recast it. I don't know. It's a little weird. All right, but he's gonna Vapor Snag it. Shawn may also have. He may have a counter spell, but that wouldn't resolve anyway because Tyler has the Spell Pierce. So that's gonna happen. Shawn's gonna fall to 7. Tyler's gonna attack him down to 6.
And then he'll be able to play this Relic here and have mana and a turn to Cantrip.
Yeah. He still has that Vial he hasn't played.
He's just going to pass it back.
I like playing the Relic there. That's alright. Alright. So he's at 6. Still has that Scalding Tarn that's uncracked. Looks like he's going to go down to 5.
Then more, yep.
Yeah, alright. He's going down to 5. Blood Crypt tapped. Tyler's looking at his hand. He's got the Aether Vial, the Relic, and Spell Pierce. I don't understand. Not because he could play both of those artifacts and still have Spell Pierce mana. I don't know.
Well,
I'm sure Tyler has a plan in his head.
The Click will take care of the Spell Pierce, unfortunately. But the Relic should have been on the battlefield because I mean Shawn could probably take the Relic now with the Click because of the Cantrip clause. Yeah,
I mean he doesn't want Tyler to draw creatures. That's probably why he didn't take the Vapor Snag because even though he got to deal. Shawn did lose a life from the Vapor Snag. He just didn't want to give Tyler a chance to draw.
Right,
a Lord.
He still gets his Click back too.
Yeah. He didn't want Tyler to draw a Master or a Kira or any of the Lords, even a Marrow Regery. Because you don't want this Curse Catcher to be a 2/2. Alright, so here's Tassiger, which is good.
And that's where playing Relic and cracking Relic that turn
would have helped, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think Shawn actually has enough mana he could have hard cast it.
She is 5, yeah.
She's 6, but he just needed.
She has 5 land. Oh, I guess he did fetch this turn. No, he fetched it. Yeah, he fetched at the end of the turn. So yeah, he'd be fine.
Yeah, he would have been able to. So
he would be tapped out though, which is
he couldn't play a Click, and Tyler drew an island.
Yeah, so
Shawn's just gonna say keep that. Yeah. All right. So island.
So I think he's got to do Relic.
Relic, Exile. Crack it. Hope to draw a Lord and then attack.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna pass it back. It's giving Shawn an opportunity to win this game. Did Shawn do up a Stony Silence in play and we just missed it?
Probably.
Or Null Rod, maybe. Alright, so in for 7, Shawn Carroll. I am not afraid.
I would be doing the same attack.
Yeah, so I think Tyler's just going to take it and go down to 13. Yes, sir. Alright. And Shawn's going to pass it back.
Yes.
Tyler draws another Seize Claim.
Yeah, so Shawn's going to get a Tassiger activation at the end of turn here.
Yeah.
And he's got, looks like, Is It Charm and Sudden Shock in his yard so far.
It's going to Seize Claim, probably targeting...
I would think the Mountain.
Yeah. Yep. Just trying to cut him off of red and black as much as possible.